As women, we have this awesome power of being able to fully tap into our intuition, and this tends to be most activated during our menstruation phase of our cycle. Hey, welcome back to the Swati Within. If you're a regular and if you're new here, I'm Swati. I like to speak on all things self-development and encourage women to become their best selves. So that's something you're into, stay tuned. Also, if you haven't already checked out my free self-love affirmations guide, it is in the description box. And if you want to take things to the next level, check out my Unlock Your Inner Gift guide. It's also in the description box. Okay, back to the video. So tuning into our intuition is this wonderful opportunity for us to truly connect with ourselves. It's when we take time to listen to what's been going on in the background without all the extra noise going on. And we can do this best during our menstruation cycle. A lot of times people like to go on their menstruation cycle, they're like, oh, the mood swings and all this stuff. But what if I told you that a lot of those mood swings, if you have good diet, if you're resting, if you just take time to listen, those mood swings might actually be telling you things that you've been ignoring. For example, if you get the same exact trigger every time you're on your cycle, or you just feel like something's off with someone every time you're on your cycle, you might want to take notice of that. You might be making excuses for that person when there's actually some kind of misalignment going on and you've been ignoring it. So I'm not saying this is your time to ditch people, but pay attention to the reoccurring themes that you keep hearing or noticing during your cycle. If you have a negative emotion during your cycle, we all know it tends to be far more intense. But instead of seeing this as a bad thing, it's actually an awesome opportunity for us to tune in and see what's been working in our lives, what's not been working. Maybe there are some habits or patterns that we've set up that need to be changed. And when we're on our cycle, it's difficult for us to ignore these patterns. So when we're feeling really frustrated or really irritated about something, that just might be an indicator that we need to look more deeply into those things and probably change them or tweak them into a system that works better for us. Now, also during our cycles, when we notice these patterns, I'd encourage you not to make any rash decisions. Like, just kind of write down what comes up, journal, reflect, and observe what patterns keep coming, like maybe every 2 to 3 cycles, and see what's consistent. And then when you're done with your cycle, I'd say like at least a week afterwards, take time to revisit those feelings, revisit those thoughts, revisit those observations, and see what you've noticed and see what could you possibly do to improve your life in those specific areas. Another reason to wait a week or so is to make sure you're making a rational decision while also respecting what your intuition was bringing up during that period. So you don't want to make any rash decisions, because you can make a decision and then realize it was impulsive and you hadn't really thought it through. So it's important to notice those signs of misalignment or just things that aren't working for you, but wait to act and see how you feel when you go back and revisit those things, because you might be able actually to observe more patterns that were going on now that your mind is even more rational, and be able to make better informed decisions. Finally, view your cycle as a gift. I think it's so wonderful that we as women have this opportunity, and I'd encourage you to be grateful for it, to just be so blessed, realize that you're really blessed to have this opportunity to truly connect with yourself, to truly have this inner knowing. And we all have it. It's just at times we don't listen to it, and when we're on our menstruation phase, it's very difficult to ignore what our intuition has been trying to tell us. So I'd encourage you to just cherish this period, cherish this time, be grateful for it, and to also move accordingly after you've had time to reflect, recover, and rest. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And if you'd like another video that's in alignment with today's topic, please click on the one that you see on the screen above. Have a blessed day. Bye.